Hello everybody and welcome back to Lucius. Last video we started off chapter 7 with some very nasty, disgusting, dirty field work. So our next victim is Jovita, and to get to her we have discovered that she is having an affair with our Uncle Tom, but to further complicate things, our other maid Susan is also having an affair with our Uncle Tom. So we're going to be using that to get to Jovita. I've gone ahead and I have made the story progress back to the point where we were. I've got the camera, the film, I've taken the photos. But what I forgot last time was that you don't actually have to show Jovita the photos. What you have to do is you have to plant the photo in her room so that she will see it. And even after you've taken the photo, it doesn't say anything in your notebook. So I think that's why I missed it. I kind of skipped that part of it because I remember very vividly how she meets her untimely demise, but totally forgot about the placement of the items. So what we're going to need to do is, first of all, we should move everything off of the desk. We should take the photo and put it on top of the desk so it's in clear sight and she can see it. And once you've done that, you should see here, it says, I should hide the photo in Jovita's room and plant some evidence to blame her for some of the other deaths. So once that's done, you can open up one of the drawers in her cabinet and we can plant the rat poison as well as the padlock that were both used in the deaths of her other two maid counterparts. Jovita will come into her room, she will see the photo, she will obviously get very upset.
How can he do this to me?
And after this we need to follow her.
Oh,
I kind of feel bad for her. That's never a nice way to find out that, you know, someone's doing some things that they shouldn't be doing. Especially, you know, with one of your co-workers, but oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. She has seen the pictures and went crying to the balcony. She's now in a very delicate state. I should use that to my advantage. Okay, so now that we followed Jovita up to the balcony, what we need to do is use our new power. If you remember, we got the power of mind control, and it doesn't work on people who have a very strong mind, but because she's very shattered emotionally, what we can do is we can use our power on Jovita and then use the power on the railing. And Jovita will take a nice little swan dive off the balcony. And we have offered up another soul.
It seems we've found an obvious culprit in Miss Jovita Muñez. The missing padlock from the cooler, the rat poison. It almost seems too convenient.
Why are you telling me this? It's not like we were close or anything.
Well, we have a motive, too. Pictures of you and Susan Myers and, how should we put it delicately, flagrante delicto. It seems your involvements with the staff are a little too tangled.
What? I knew nothing about this. You mean she did all this because I had a fling with Susan? Oh my God! What have I done?
Tom hasn't done anything. His indiscretions may have led to this, but he would never have put them up to it. There's no reason for it.
Look, this whole thing is a freaking mess, and I'm trying to put a cap on it. So both of you listen good. Jovita was stealing from the house. She poisoned Agnes because she was onto her. We'll ignore all the, indiscretions in the report for the sake of your family.
Whatever it takes, Detective. We want to put this all behind us. I'll straighten Tom out, but I don't think I'll be able to save my campaign at this point. The press will have a field day.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that, Mr. Wagner. But they won't get a story from me. I'm just trying to make a living. We'd finally managed to close the case, or so I thought. Seems like she had been behind every death so far in the house, except the butler. It kept bothering me. Could that really be an accident? Every path we took on the case left me uneasy. Then, right on time, a month later, it happened again. It looked like another suicide. It might have been me who pushed him over the edge. And for that, I am ashamed.
Okay. So now we move on to chapter 8. The mind can only take so much. Doesn't actually have any sort of hint as to who our next victim is, but we will be getting into that soon. I also forgot to mention in here, I think it's gone now in the little journal notes, but when I was walking around redoing all of the progress, I listened in a little bit on the conversation between the teacher and your mother, and she had mentioned that Lucius has been bothering Tom, and Tom likes his privacy. For some reason, there's just something funny about that to me. You know, kind of like the kid's the only one that sort of knows what's going on. But now, unfortunately, it's all out in the open. You know, the whole scandal is revealed, and hopefully with Jovita's apparent suicide, it takes the heat off of us a little bit, but we still have work to do. So in the next video, we will be moving on to our next victim. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.